If you're like me, then every now and then, you want to take a bit of a break from your vast library of insanely fast-paced first-person shooters where, all the 10-year-olds are b-hopping and slide canceling and just absolutely wrecking you. It's nice to have a few games in your Steam library where you can just kind of take a back seat and relax while playing them. Whether it be puzzle games, painting games, or maybe just simulation games, there are definitely a number of good and relaxing games out there that are completely free. And as a quick little shameless plug, something else you can relax and enjoy is listening to our gaming podcast, CuboldCast. In all seriousness, we love the podcast and we want more people to join the community over there and help add to the discussion. We release weekly podcast episodes focusing around all kinds of gaming topics and theories. Not only that, but after each podcast, we usually do either a gaming quiz or even challenges like trying weird candies or trying different types of waters, including thick water. I really recommend checking out our podcast and joining the community. With all that being said, here are the best free relaxing games that you can play right now on Steam. Starting at the list, we have 100 Hidden Frogs. If you've ever played Where's Waldo or any type of seeking puzzle game, then you can pretty much know what to expect with 100 Hidden Frogs. The game is pretty short since your goal is to find only 100 frogs, but there really isn't an insane amount of content to the game, but it's extremely chill and relaxing to play if you have a few minutes of downtime. It is a short game and doesn't have all that much to it, but I do recommend having this one in your Steam library just in case you have a few minutes to burn and you want something quick and low-key to play. 36 Apples is yet another relaxing game that has a numbered item or thing in the title. Regardless, 36 Apples is a game focused around, collecting 36 apples. But there is more to it than just that. The game has some light puzzle solving and a lot of hidden places and passageways that allow you to have some mystery to the game. You can kind of uncover a bit here. Other than just getting the apples, it isn't terribly long. I would say you can probably beat this in about an hour or so, but it has a unique graphic style and some little fun puzzles. I definitely recommend giving it a try. Entropy is another short minigame / relaxing game that has you grappling to different colored cubes to get to the final gateway at the top. The colors and design of the game has this weird outer space kind of vibe to it that makes it really appealing and nice to play. There really isn't all that much to the game, but that's kind of the point. It's a game to mess around in and play when you're bored or want something that doesn't take a lot of focusing. I think Entropy is a great game to have in your Steam library for something to come back to every now and then to pass some time and relax. Chill Corner is a room simulation game that you can surprisingly lose yourself in and find yourself playing for sometimes hours at a time. These games are definitely not for everyone, but I think these types are among the best kinds of games for sitting back and having a nice relaxing game session. You have tons of different weather conditions, lo-fi music options, room and decoration options, and even customizing the tasks that your little person does in the game. It's weird, but the game is really fun to mess around in and definitely worth checking out. If you love to draw but aren't the best at it like me, Coloring Game 3 is your solution for getting that coloring in without having to be super good at drawing. There are a lot of mobile games that have this type of system, but it's essentially a numbered tile system where each number has a correlating color. You fill out each number with the color and move on to the next. I know it seems really simple and maybe even boring, but I promise, it's really addicting. There are also 3 other coloring games, if I'm not mistaken. There is the first Coloring Game 2, and I think even Coloring Game 4, but most people consider Coloring Game 3 as the best, although I recommend checking them all out. Now, we can't have a relaxing Steam game list without having a platformer on the list, and Crow Story is a great free and honestly little known platformer that is a whole lot of fun. The story is basically that you're trying to save your little bird friends, but there isn't really much there. The way this game is really fun is the simplistic design and platforming mechanics. You can glide, jump, and shoot yourself around the map, and there's just something about the way that the game looks that makes it so relaxing and fun to play. It's not anything extremely polished or in-depth, but if you love indie games and you want a relaxing platformer, Crow Story is definitely worth looking into. Hidden Lands is one of my favorite games from this list. The game is simple but extremely fun. The game centers around you having to figure out the differences between the two land models. I know it sounds kind of basic, but the thing that makes this game really stand out is that there are an infinite amount of levels because of the generative feature. So you can really keep coming back to the game and playing it whenever you want to pass some time. I love the graphical style of the game, and the music is really relaxing and just adds to the atmosphere. Hidden Lands is a super simple game, but has a lot of replayability and is a game I highly recommend getting. SuchArt Creative Space is a game that we have featured on the channel more than a few times, and for a great reason. In the past, I mostly noted the game's incredible painting mechanics and surprising set of tools that they give you, although in this video, I really want to focus on how relaxing the game is to play. You essentially get your own personal studio in the game that you can customize with your own art or art that you get from the store. You can sell your own art to help you be able to buy more items to customize your studio. Not only that, but if you can manage to hold back the urge to just fling paint everywhere, if you get deep into it, the painting in the game is incredibly relaxing. Super solid game and definitely worth downloading. Himno is yet another game that the Cubold crew has featured in other videos, as well as heavily supported because of the extreme polish that the game has. In my opinion, the level of relaxation and casual nature that this game has is unmatched to this day. All of the small sounds along with the low-key music just makes the game so enjoyable to play. Himno is a platforming game that features a no death, no enemy playstyle. You solely use the gaming platforming mechanics to traverse the level and progress to more levels. The levels are also generated, so technically you can play this game forever because of how the game is designed. You will want to keep playing the game and coming back to play every now and then though. Himno is a gem of a game and is definitely worth checking out. Alright, well that's going to be it for this video. If you know of any other relaxing free games on Steam, feel free to drop the name in the comment section below so others can try them out. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.